Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. This is a reaction to top 10 best comfort foods Americans love to eat. I've done reactions to all kinds of US foods, and comfort foods are a thing that I feel like people all around will enjoy. It's just foods that make you happy in the moment. You can just pig out on whatever. Sweet, savoury, it can be all kinds of things. And yeah, I guess we're going to see in this video what sort of foods. I guess it would be stuff like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, right? That's like a comfort food I feel like will be sort of mentioned in these types of videos, but we're going to see. Hopefully going to enjoy. Hopefully you're all doing well. Links are in the description to my Patreon where you can see reactions that I can't post to YouTube, movies, TV series, all that stuff. Links are there. But let's check this out and see these comfort foods.
Is mayonnaise and black olives?
Oh,
It's comfort food, all right? God.
here are the top 10 best.
That's not a real comfort food, right? I assume it's just the office doing office things.
Comfort foods you need to try before you die. Because when it comes to food, you don't want to leave.
What was that? Is this AI? This video is creeping me out. It's 3 years ago, so probably not. This edit creeps me out.
Before you die. Because when it comes to food, you don't want to leave any of these off your bucket list.
Western bacon cheeseburger.
I need to get sleep.
Jalapeno fish burger.
Mac and cheese.
I'm hungry. Make me some mac and cheese.
Fine.
One of the most popular
It's grown
dishes
on me.
in the United
It
States,
has grown on me.
if not a lot of the world, is the delicious and simple mac and cheese. The basic ingredients for mac and cheese combine tender yet firm pasta, butter, and melted cheese. The combination usually includes elbow macaroni pasta and cheddar cheese, but you can pretty much make it with whatever you'd like.
I see people. My voice didn't crack. I see people put like certain meats in mac and cheese as well. Like there's like frankfurters or like beef and stuff. Is that like quite a common thing? I've only ever had mac and cheese with just the like, typical what you see here, pretty much. But with meat, it definitely. I feel like it could add quite a lot. Plus maybe some like sprinkled, I don't know, vegetables, herbs on top and stuff. I don't know, but I've seen that online and stuff.
Some recipes even include vegetables, breadcrumbs, and gourmet
Oh.
ingredients like crab, lobster, and truffles. Despite being an American
Damn.
classic, mac and cheese was most likely inspired by the many pasta dishes from Italy, France, and the United Kingdom. It was apparently Thomas
Come
Jefferson
on.
who popularized it when he shipped a pasta-making machine to Virginia and served the dish at his lavish banquets. The dish
Damn.
was further popularized in 1937 when Kraft released its boxed variety. It was cheap and easy to prepare, but also a meal that could feed the whole family.
I hate macaroni and cheese.
Mac and cheese is now the ultimate comfort food dish in the United States, and in 2007, it was even proclaimed the 4th most iconic American food in a survey conducted by the James Beard Foundation. It's fair to
Damn.
say that when we all need a little comfort in our day, reaching for our favorite mac and cheese is still one of the best ways to make us all feel better.
Bless this highly nutritious microwavable macaroni and cheese dinner.
Brownies. Who?
Oh man,
The brownies.
I love brownies.
As one of the most popular American desserts, the chewy, dense, and fudgy brownie brings a
This
lot
isn't
of
a
flavor
brownie.
to the table.
This is a brownie. It's showing cakes and stuff. I'm confused. Oh, this looks sensational.
While brownies have been a comfort staple food for decades, there is a lot of debate about where they come from. Some claim that it was Bertha Palmer, the wife of the Palmer House Hotel owner, who asked the chef to invent a new chocolate dessert to serve at the 1893
What was that?
Columbian Exposition. Others say it was an accident when librarian Brownie Schrumpf excluded the baking powder from his chocolate cake and was left with a thick black cake bar. But no matter where it originates, brownies have gained a lot of popularity, especially when instant boxed mixes came into play in the 1950s. The two main brands offering the revolutionary brownie mixes, Duncan Hines and Betty Crocker. Of
Betty
course,
Crocker,
although
shout out
they can
her.
be pretty delicious, the best brownies.
Is Betty Crocker like, is she like sort of, I guess when it comes to like not homemade, pre-made mixes and stuff, is she like the go-to sort of food source, I guess, throughout the US for all kinds of like cakes and stuff? Because I feel like I see her quite a lot when it comes to pre-made mixes, etc. So I guess it probably is, she's just a wide variety of sweet treats. She's probably got that stuff, or the company's got that stuff now, let's be real.
do not come from a box. Whether you prefer them underbaked, moist, and fudgy on the interior, or well-baked with a spongy texture, the trick is to use a
Underbaked,
high-quality,
for
dark,
sure.
and bittersweet chocolate. Nowadays, you can add pretty much anything to your brownies to add some texture, like nuts, chocolate chips, or
Oh,
even
damn.
gummy bears. Paired with a cold glass of milk, brownies
Gummy
can always
bears?
turn a bad day into an excellent one.
Was that crisps in the brownie? Or chip? Wait, what's happened here?
Brownies can
Oh, it is. It's crisps and pretzels. I like the sweet and the savoury. I bet that is class. I do love chocolate pretzels. But crisps as well, like the sweet and salty. Oh, I bet that's absolutely incredible.
always turn a bad day into an excellent one.
Come on, let me cut you a brownie while they're still hot.
Pepperoni pizza.
It's a lot of pepperoni.
For just $6.49? That can't be right.
Pizza is
I had one yesterday, so I mean, I can definitely attest for this being a very reliable food to enjoy.
probably the world's most popular food. Whether you want something quick and cheap or you want to go out for a high-end meal, pizza always ticks all the boxes. While there are many toppings to be enjoyed on a pizza, we are focusing on comfort, and the ultimate comfort pizza has to be pepperoni.
Okay, I got it.
Well, it's got lots of pepperoni.
Pepperoni is not only one of the most delicious pizza toppings you can get, it's also one of the most popular. In fact, over half of Americans have said to enjoy pepperoni on their pizza, and it has ranked
Hell
number
yeah.
one for most beloved topping.
It's the most reliable, enjoyable topping. For sure. Like, there's no competition, let's be real. Like, you can go for a different, like, flavour pizza, like chicken on top and, I don't know, whatever, different types of meat. But pepperoni's always just, it's just a go-to for anyone, I'm almost certain.
On more than one occasion. Surprisingly enough, pepperoni pizza only started its rise in the 1950s. Pepperoni actually denotes a spicy salami, usually made with a mixture of beef, pork, and spices. Nowadays, beef pepperoni pizza is the most popular variety, but there are
Is
also
it?
versions like fish pepperoni pizza.
Ah.
While the preparation varies from one region to another, the popularity of this pizza has made it a staple across the United States. And it's usually prepared simply with mozzarella, tomato sauce, and good old pepperoni.
Hey, Nancy, there's a slice left if you want it. Sausage and pepperoni.
Donuts.
Yum.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen?
I was expecting this to be fair.
Seriously, never heard of donuts?
Whatever style,
What the
shape,
fuck?
filling, or flavor you like best, donuts are the ultimate in indulgence and comfort. While most of us think of donuts as being a modern-day treat or snack, the cake with the hole is actually a lot older than you may think.
Oh.
Archaeologists found some petrified remains of fried cakes with holes in the center.
How did they what? They found cakes from how long ago?
But it is still unclear how the early Native Americans prepared these fried dough
What?
desserts that we know today as donuts. Nevertheless, we're
Jeez.
grateful they did, because snack time would not be the same without them.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to exit the donut.
The first donuts
What's that sound? I heard a door.
that made their way to the United States were often made with prunes, raisins, or apples in the middle.
Oh.
And it's the Pilgrims from Holland that are credited for bringing them over. During World War I, the donut was already an American favorite, consumed by soldiers that were fighting overseas as a reminder of home. In the 1950s and the 1960s, the popularity of these treats was so big that new donut chains started appearing in cities and towns, such as Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts, which only helped bring donuts to the masses.
I've never seen a donut this nice before.
Cheeseburgers.
Why are there hamburgers in your underwear?
These are probably the most popular comfort food around the world, to be honest. These are such an incredible creation. And it's such a simple thing, but I feel like, yeah, throughout the entire world, you'll get fast food chains that have burgers as their main options in their menu. It is just the go-to food anywhere. Fast food or homemade or whatever. Just go to barbecue. You can just enjoy them whenever you want.
Are you serious?
If there's one food that screams America, apart from apple pie, of course, then it's obviously the hamburger. However, while the burger is a great comfort food, other versions of the humble burger play the role better, and one of those is the cheeseburger, an improved version of the plain hamburger. It's a natural evolution, and many will argue that the cheese adds so much more flavor to the experience. There's nothing more heartbreaking than when you order a cheeseburger and they forget to add that slice of cheese. Just like with most dishes that are extremely popular, the history of...
Do they forget to serve cheese? I feel like cheese is now like, it just comes with a burger unless you specifically say no cheese. But why would you do that unless like you're allergic to like dairy products, which I guess fair enough, but no cheese on a burger's like, that's just, like, don't get me wrong, it will still be nice, but that's like the cherry on top. It just adds so much more.
The cheeseburger can be somewhat complicated. The simple act of adding
hell?
cheese to burgers didn't become popular until the mid-1920s, and many people have claimed to have been the mastermind behind the idea. The most popular theory, however, says that it was invented by a 16-year-old cook named Lionel Clark Sternberger at the right spot in Pasadena, California. He apparently added a slice of American cheese to a sizzling meat patty, and history was made. Other places also claimed that they invented the cheeseburger.
There are two things I want to do. I want an American cheeseburger.
Kalen's restaurant in Louisville, Kentucky claims to have accomplished the feat in 1934, but the trademark was given to Louis Ballast from the Humpty Dumpty Drive-In in Denver, Colorado in 1935.
I love this burger, it's so delicious.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I knew that was going to be
I
here.
love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Why?
As a child, if there's one thing you were always happy to find in your lunchbox, it was a PB and...
So was this sort of filling in a sandwich, was this just common like throughout just your childhood then? Or maybe not even then, maybe you're just snacking them now. I'm not saying just children have it, to be honest. Maybe it's just a common go-to comfort food. But like as a child, like she's saying here, for lunch, would it be like a lunch sort of sandwich that you get like made for you by your parents, or would it just be more a snack throughout the day, or a breakfast, or a dessert, like whatever? Because I feel like it's probably one of those ones where you can just have it at all times, to be honest, because it fits the bill for each individual thing. It's got the savoury, it's got the sweet, and it's a sandwich, so it's just very versatile. But it is good, man. I can definitely say this is a very good creation.
And J sandwich, whether you had
From
the crust
experience.
cut off or you ate it au naturel, it was always a delicious treat. The salty flavor of the peanut butter mixed with the sweetness of the jam has allowed this sandwich to become the ultimate staple of American foods and has spread throughout the world. Quick, easy, and affordable, PB&J sandwiches can be eaten for breakfast, lunch, and even for dinner if you're feeling particularly nostalgic. All you need to make this absolute icon is 2 slices of bread. It can be white, whole grain, sourdough, it's all up to you. The peanut butter of your choice, but if you like it with a little more spunk, we suggest going with the crunchy kind. And
Just
your
spunk.
favorite jam, with grape jelly and strawberry being all-time favorites with most kids.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Today, it's become such a classic. A 2002 survey showed that the average American will eat around 1,500 PB&J sandwiches before their high school graduation. It really is the universal comfort food.
Sorry, but I just realized I have nothing but peanut butter and jelly.
Fried chicken.
Hell yeah.
When it comes to comfort food, everyone has their own go-to meal they go to when in need. If you're anywhere in the South, however, chances are your comfort food will be fried chicken. Whether it's in a sandwich, on waffles, or all by itself, fried chicken seems to always hit the spot. Even though there are a lot of arguments surrounding the fried delicacy, since everybody claims to have the absolute best fried chicken, people can universally agree that it needs to be moist, succulent, and tender, coated with a crunchy golden brown crust. We all got to taste the greatness of fried chicken during the colonization period when Scottish immigrants settled in the South. By doing so, they brought their chicken recipes with them. Then, new seasonings and spices were introduced, and the dish quickly gained popularity.
TJ, thank God you're here. How'd you find me? It's the only chicken and waffle place in all of Holland.
The chicken needs to be fresh and small in size in order for the meat to be more tender with the perfect meat to crust ratio. Once the chicken is hot, crispy, and ready to be consumed, it is traditionally accompanied by buttered biscuits, southern potato salad, mashed potatoes, or cream gravy on the side. Now that is some finger...
I've never heard of cream gravy, but I'm here for it. In UK KFCs, and I don't eat KFC a lot. It's one of those fast food ones that I just don't really rate. My girlfriend likes it a lot more than me, and I think just from her childhood from Romania, KFC I think it's just a lot better in Romania than it is in the UK. It's all right. It doesn't really hit the spot for me. But the sauce, like, creamy gravy was said here, and it was like a golden sort of yellow color. We just have like sort of, I guess when I think of gravy, I just think of like beef stock gravy. That's what we have at our KFCs. We'll have that gravy to use as like a dip or to pour all over the I guess whatever you want to pour it all over, the chicken or the fries or chips or whatever.
You're licking good comfort food.
This is the best Kentucky Fried Chicken I ever had.
Grilled cheese.
Whoa!
Yep, classic.
Is that a grilled cheese deluxe from Cheezers?
Yes, it is.
The grilled
I used to
cheese
love
sandwich,
that show.
a simple yet
Regular
ever so
show.
tasty snack that's easy to prepare. In fact, it's probably one of the first things most people learn how to make for themselves as kids. Prepared with 2 slices of bread and your choice of cheese, there's nothing quite like a grilled cheese. Crispy on the outside and gooey on the inside, it's truly something for the history books of tastiness. Even though bread and cheese have been a pretty common pairing ever since the early 1900s, the first grilled cheese made its way into the United States back in the 1920s. It was originally prepared open-faced using a slice of bread and shredded cheese.
Cheese, bread, clogged arteries. Why complicated?
Now it's all about
Wow.
the melting slice of American cheese oozing from the middle of the sandwich. A good grilled cheese sandwich is always a winner when it comes to a quick and easy food fix. Today, the sandwich has evolved into various creations as innovators started serving it on bagels, adding different kinds of cheese, meat.
The thing is, I feel like there's some kind of beauty of it just being so simple. When you overdo it like this, it's probably still very good. But it takes away from the simplicity and just the enjoyment of a pure just cheese and bread, and that's it. I guess like mayonnaise or butter or whatever as well.
And even vegetables. The grilled cheese.
Is that with pesto? That's a pesto, actually. That sounds quite good. I take back what I said. That's pesto. Yes, please.
Still remains a staple comfort food and is so many kids' favorite, although it is often consumed by many adults, and it is even served in some high-end restaurants. For many people, there is nothing better than pairing a hot grilled cheese sandwich with a bowl of tomato soup, making it a more comforting combination that is best when consumed on a cold, rainy day.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, what do you want your username to be?
Are like toasties a thing in the US? Wait, this is gonna be really stupid. Are toasties? Oh, this is probably really stupid. It probably originates from the US. I'm just trying to understand it because that's the thing that me and my girlfriend have quite a lot. In the UK, we call them toasties. Oh, so that is just a grilled cheese. The difference between grilled cheese, paninis, and toast. Oh, so there's actually a difference. So toasties, you've got like a toasty maker. You put your bread in it, and you put your cheese in it. Usually you put like ham or something as well, but you can just have cheese. When I was younger, I used to have like baked beans in it, but the idea of that now makes me feel sick. I couldn't do that. I didn't have a choice in the matter. That's when I was a kid. I just had what I had. Couldn't do that now. No baked beans in mine. But you can use like salami, ham, or whatever. But it's always cheese, and you butter the top, you butter the bottom, and the middle as well. And yeah, it just looks like this, and it's just melted inside. I guess that is just our version of grilled cheese because, yeah, I have a toasty maker, and it's basically our go-to if we can't be asked to make dinner or lunch, and it's just something quick and easy. We'll just bring out the toasty maker and just have that to fill us up.
Hot dogs.
Hot dog or chicken? Hot dog.
Hot dogs have been the star of the show at every barbecue, ball game, and carnival for what seems like forever. There's just something about the simplicity of a sausage.
The thing is,
and a...
I do really like hot dogs. I'm just yet to really have such a good hot dog that I will choose to have a hot dog over a burger. I think I'm always just going to choose, because they're usually sold like in the same places, especially in the UK. Maybe not in the US. Maybe the US is more Like you'll find specific hot dog places that just serves them. But in the UK, that's not really the case. And when it comes to just choosing a hot dog or a burger, I'm always going to go for the burger. I have obviously had hot dogs in the past, but I can't say they're like the best quality. They're just probably just from the barbecue. You got some frankfurters, probably undercooked. Still tastes good. But yeah, I need to try a really good hot dog one day because they're just so adored in the US, and there's obviously a reason, and I just not had anything that matches my expectations to what I see here.
Bun with very simple condiments. And if you're looking
That
for
was a
something
small
a
hot
little
dog.
more out there,
Was that half
a
eaten?
bun with very
I don't think it was half eaten. That's just a small hot dog.
simple condiments. And if you're looking for something a little more out there are plenty of ways to turn your hot dog into a culinary canvas. Covered in cheese, wrapped in bacon, topped with chili, you name it.
See that chili one?
dogs.
Oh man.
Hey.
While this iconic food has become a staple of American cuisine, it didn't actually originate in America. Instead, it has its roots in German cuisine.
Makes
It was
sense.
German immigrants who brought wieners and Frankfurt sausages with them when they came to the U.S., and it slowly but surely became a main part of our food scene. In 1871, the first hot dog stand was opened by German baker Charles Feltman on Coney Island, and it was only a few years later, in 1893, that these sausages became the standard fare at baseball parks. Over time, hot dogs became the biggest and most popular handheld snack at sporting events. In other words, no matter how or where you take your hot dogs, they are still one heck of a tasty snack.
If you get nervous, just picture the audience naked and slide those hot dogs down your throat.
Corn on the cob.
Hey, what's on this corn? Barbecue sauce?
I do love corn on the cob. It's one of those ones though, like if it like sometimes I'll love it, sometimes it'll just be meh. It's got to be made correct. Like get the butter on top, smear it all over. You know, just make it the proper way, and it's gonna be good.
Sam's blood.
When we think of great comfort, we all no doubt think of something either sugary or fatty. In other words, junk food. Something that tastes good but is bad for us. It may surprise you to know that one of the most popular comfort foods out there is a vegetable, and that's corn on the cob.
Hey, is she eating my corn? That was the last piece of corn.
No, she's not.
Okay, so we do prefer to eat the corn when it's covered in butter, but it's
Hell
still
yeah.
a vegetable at least. Corn on the cob is made by steaming, roasting, grilling, or boiling sweet corn.
Oh my god, I've never made roasted corn on the cob. I've definitely had it from like ordering it from like restaurants. I've never made it myself. I've only ever made it at home by boiling it. Why am I need to think more outside the box. Because that's going to add so much more to it. Roasting stuff's always nicer. Like, boiling stuff can be good, but you're not really adding that much flavour to it, really. Oh, I'm so silly.
In butter, but it's still a vegetable at least. Corn on the cob is made by steaming, roasting, grilling, or boiling sweet corn, and then to make it more appealing.
So I guess steaming and boiling it's probably going to end up making it very similar, to be honest. Wait, what the hell's going on here? Is that Greek cheese or feta cheese? And some kind of sauce.
Slathering it in butter and some salt. To eat it, you can either munch it right off the cob using your hands, or you can use a stick, a cob shank, or a skewer to avoid touching the piping hot cob. While it is not known who was the first to prepare corn on the cob, it is known that the ancient Mayans ate corn off the cob after it had been boiled or roasted. Many of us think of corn on the cob as more of a side dish, especially when it's paired with some great fried chicken. However, it's also a great snack and comfort food all by itself.
Mom, Dad, look! Strawberries on a cob!
Stay for more and tap or...
See, I love sweet corn. I love corn on the cob. I love baby corn. I think it is just a great food. I wonder which one is seen as the healthiest. Probably baby corn, right? I feel like baby corn is probably the one that's eaten in the healthiest ways. But they're all good. Corn on the cob probably tastes the best, though. I mean, sweet corn just tastes the same, but corn on the cob is just more satisfying because you just get to eat it in a certain way. I don't know. I just like corn on the cob. But, yeah, these are some of the best American comfort foods. Let me know if you agree with this or disagree. And that's pretty much it. Until next time, like, subscribe, and peace.